What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be providing two interesting stories to bring to you. Obviously, one of them is the injury updates for the Chicago Bulls, as well as a, story that's come out by, I believe his name is Chris Haynes, talking about DeMar DeRozan potentially maybe asking for a trade in the offseason. I want to talk about these two things in this video, but before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, chances to win this game against the New York Knicks with the injuries that we have, as well as obviously, do you think DeMar DeRozan will have a future with the Chicago Bulls beyond this season? We'll get stuck into all of that in this video, but I will discuss the injury report first. And the first one is the unfortunate news of Alex Caruso. I think he's still in concussion protocols, or he may actually have that concussion, which is extremely upsetting, and that might mean we might miss a lot of Alex Caruso. He is going to be out of this game against the New York Knicks. So instantly we lose a lot of our defensive presence in that game against the Knicks. What we've already seen is even with Caruso, that Knicks team still manages to find a way to pummel us in one way, form, or fashion. So not having Caruso there, I think, will be a big blow for this Bulls team, but ultimately, time will tell whether or not we can still walk away with a win. I think this Bulls team are going to have to show up against the Knicks. Again, the embarrassing loss that we suffered from them, the Bulls are going to have to retaliate. And with Caruso or without Caruso, I don't know who's going to guard Jalen Brunson or who could do a good job on him. But all things considered, that might be, again, a very big blow for this Bulls team in that next game against the Knicks. And of course, future games as well, if he's out for future games. Goran Dragic is next. He's listed as day-to-day in the next game against the Knicks. He's also listed as probable, which means 75% chance he will play, 25% chance he may miss this game against the Knicks. I expect Goran Dragic to play. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't play. Again, it's not a back-to-back situation. I don't necessarily know if any underlying injuries he might have, unless it's something to do with soreness or anything like that. But again, I think he will play. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. Derrick Jones Jr. is next. He is listed as out to play with an ankle injury against the New York Knicks. As you're starting to see, some of these injuries are really piling up for this Bulls team. Derrick Jones Jr. ankle injury and an Alex Caruso concussion. That's two big players off of our bench that we often do use as this Bulls team, and they'll both be out for this game. So our bench will have to provide some big minutes from other guys to step up. And so far, look, we've seen guys like Kobe White step up. Obviously, Ayo hit the buzzer beater in that last game. You're probably expecting Ayo to start this game against the Knicks. So guys like Goran Dragic are going to have to have big games. Kobe White's going to have to have big games. Drummond is also going to have to step up, because we also have one more guy that will be out for this game, and his name is Javonte Green. He has a knee injury, and he's actually listed as doubtful to play against the Knicks, but I do think, again, according to the ESPN reports, he will be listed as out by, the end of it. So we'll wait and see what will happen with Javonte Green. But again, Javonte Green is out, Derrick Jones Jr. is out, Alex Caruso out. Arguably, our better defenders are actually all out for this game. You're going to have to rely a lot on guys like Ayo and Pat to really play strong defense in this game. Guys like Kobe White to play strong defense in this game. And the big three are going to have to step up in the absence of these guys and play some strong defense. I'm not going to lie, I'm not confident in this game against the Knicks, and why should I be? This Bulls team is not giving me any reason to feel confident in them to A, get a 3-game win streak, which will be the first of our season, and B, beat this New York Knicks team. We've lost to them twice. One of them was in overtime, in which the Bulls got destroyed in that overtime period, and the second time was an absolute blowout and an embarrassing performance. So I have no reason to feel like the Bulls will win this game, but Madison Square Garden, destination game. I guess anything is really possible in this league. We'll wait and see what will happen. But we'll move into the next story. According to Chris Haynes, there is a potential situation where DeMar DeRozan might ask for a trade during the offseason of, again, coming up into next season, the offseason. So I'm assuming this has something to do along the lines of whether or not the Chicago Bulls will be competing this year, and also what they'll be doing next year to compete as well. That will ultimately lead to DeMar DeRozan's decision. And for all the people that are saying DeMar DeRozan is going to remain a Chicago Bull, I've been saying it for a while, and I do kind of agree with the story. DeMar DeRozan has limited time to win a championship. Again, he is an incredible player. He's talented. He has brought so many great memories to the Chicago Bulls team. But he's 33 years old, and how long is he going to be able to sit in a mediocre team waiting for something to change for us to be competitive again. How much time does he have to wait? And how much time will he be wasting if he does at the fact that the Bulls may never be, at least this current version, will never be a team that's going to be able to compete. So for DeMar DeRozan, he has that decision to make, and I've been saying it for a while. He will be evaluating his options as he should, and the Bulls need to evaluate their options as they should. I could definitely see a situation where by the offseason, it's a mutual agreement to part ways with each other, and DeMar does get that trade at the end of the day. I see that being a possibility. Of course, there's also other possibilities that he might stay, and I think that could be a possibility for sure. But yeah, look, if this Bulls team continues to disappoint and continues to not compete, and next season we're going to give him another chance, or DeMar's going to give us another chance in many ways as well, I feel like there's a high possibility he might be wasting his time. So he has decisions to make. And look, if DeMar DeRozan leaves the Chicago Bulls team or not, I have no ill will towards DeMar DeRozan. If he wants to leave, I completely understand the reasons why he would want to leave. And I've had great memories of him while he was here. I'll never forget the back-to-back buzzer beaters, the first time in NBA history that's ever happened, and that happened last season with DeMar DeRozan in the team, and he made both of those shots. That's something a lot of people pretty much close, if you're not a Bulls fan, you have no right to really say that that happened to your team, because it never ever did. Only Bulls fans have the right to say that about our player in DeMar DeRozan. And then you also had the most consecutive days in which DeMar DeRozan averaged 35 plus points. No other player in the NBA was able to do that. When he scored 35 consecutive points every single game for a long period of time. No other player can really say that as well in relation to what DeMar DeRozan did. Again, for the longest time, he was a top caliber player. He was an MVP caliber player. He was in the MVP conversations. There were genuinely videos out there where analysts, reporters, Bulls content creators and Bulls reporters, people that work around the Bulls, almost everybody was talking about how great DeMar DeRozan was. He revitalized his career here. He got an all-star appearance here as well. And look, if it wasn't for that bad stretch in February and March, he could have been the MVP that season. I have no doubts in my mind if he was able to keep up that level of play for the rest of the year, because he was extremely durable for this team as well. There are great moments here for DeMar, and I'll never, ever, ever say on a video that I hate DeMar DeRozan. It will never happen. I respect DeMar. I like DeMar. I'm thankful that he joined our team, and ultimately, maybe things just don't work out. But the key thing about this report is that it says in the report that there could be a possibility that DeMar DeRozan asks for a trade. So I do not want to put words in DeMar DeRozan's mouth. I do not want to say that DeMar DeRozan doesn't want to be here. I do not want to make a story that might not be there. So we'll wait and see. Again, there's a long season ahead of us, and DeMar's not getting traded tomorrow. He's not going to get traded before the All-Star break. There's a high possibility he doesn't get traded at all this season. So enjoy him while he's here, and hopefully we can create more great moments with DeMar and the team. But most importantly, I think we can all agree that we want this Bulls team to turn it around, and we want this Bulls team to win some games. So that's the most important thing for us, and hopefully they could get the job done. But again, if they can't, I expect trades to be made, and maybe DeMar DeRozan will be one of them. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, after the Knicks game, the video after the Knicks game reaction, it will be a 3-year anniversary for this channel. Very, very excited to make that video. If you guys aren't aware, I make a yearly video of this, talking about how the year went for this Bulls channel so far. So I'm looking forward to that. But of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just continue on talking about the Bulls. We got a game against the Knicks in a couple of hours' time. Let's focus on that, and then we'll get to the big stuff after that game reaction. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.